Hey everyone, it's Eric Jensen again, here for some more ramblings and whatnot. So first off, COVID striking everywhere. I know I talked about it twice last week, but like the hockey is, they've put their season on pause for the Christmas break. And then they're also going to cancel any of the NHL players going into the Olympics so that they can make up games then during that time period and throughout the season. So that's unfortunate for the Olympics because I love the good players in the Olympics, but yeah, they're going to keep on having issues unless they come to my solutions. But what else? I mean, NFL games were delayed, and then still players are out. They're starting third string QBs. The NFL is seeing the writing on the wall, and the NBA said they're not going to pause. So good for them. But then they also have a whole ton of issues. Will postpone games. College basketball, even the USC basketball team, they had to cancel their game against Oklahoma State. Also, side note, not to do with COVID, but they are the number 8 team, undefeated still in the country, highest ranking since I think 93 or 91, something like that. So good for USC. But back to COVID, college basketball is getting messed up. The NFL is doing a smart thing. They're saying, all these rules that we had to try and convince players to get vaccinated, we're going to disregard them now, and we're going to just try and make sure that games get played. And how are they going to do that? Well, if you're not symptomatic, they're not going to test you. Very smart. I think that is a very good first step, and I think every league should do that. If you have no symptoms, you should not be tested. The second thing I would do is finish up my plan and don't test anyone. If someone has the sniffles and they still want to play, let them play. Just ignorance is bliss. Just play and play. The way that the virus is going, everyone is going to get it, and so just don't test at all. And if you're feeling really sick, then yeah, go get a test and get help. If you're not, just don't even worry about it. Anyways, we've had some real good bowl games that have gone through. I don't think my predictions have been all that well, although I think, get both of them yesterday with San Diego State and Wyoming winning. It's just wonderful that there's college football all the time. That's you gotta love bowl season. So we've got. I'll go over some predictions for the next week of games or so. I'll probably only do one video this week. It's Christmas. So we've got today, Wednesday, Missouri versus Army. I think I'm going to take Army. It's just hard to stop that triple option, and Missouri definitely could. They definitely can score enough points to win, but again, with all these bowl games, I mean, don't let anyone tell you they know about college football because they guessed bowl games right. It's Bowl games are hard to predict. I mean, it's you don't know even who's playing half the time, with players going pro, and they're just impossible to predict. But anyways, I'll take Army over Missouri. We've got on Thursday North Texas and Miami, and in what bowl game? The Frisco Bowl, whatever that is, in Frisco, Texas. I'll take North Texas. I think the MAC is, like I said, the MAC, they're all mediocre, and North Texas isn't good either. But the MAC has been struggling in all their games because they don't have a good team, and so yeah, I'll take North Texas. Then we've got Central Florida and Florida. Give me Central Florida. Florida should win this. They're more talented. But Florida's been a mess all season, other than one game against Alabama when they still lost, but actually played all right. But, anyways, and that was what is that? Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Anyways, on Friday, Christmas Eve, we've got Memphis and Hawaii in the Hawaii Bowl. Give me the Rainbow Warriors, Hawaii, to win that one. On Christmas Day, there's in the Camellia Bowl, whatever that is, Georgia State and Ball State. Again, I'm going to go against the MAC team here, and I'm going to go for Georgia State to win that. On the 27th, Monday, we've got Western Michigan and Nevada. Give me Nevada on that one. That's in the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit, Michigan. Oh, what a fun place to go bowling. Anyways, then we've got the Military Bowl, which is Boston College and East Carolina. I think East Carolina will win that one. I don't have faith in Boston College. And then next Tuesday, we've got a string of good games here. We've got Houston and Auburn. Give me Houston on that one. I don't believe in Auburn. Like I said, I haven't believed in them all season. They're actually, I think, better than maybe their 6-6 record shows, but I don't think they're great. Air Force and Louisville. Give me Air Force in that one. Then that's in the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. Okay, so Air Force over Louisville there. In the Liberty Bowl, we've got Mississippi State and Texas Tech, and I think Mississippi State will win that one. And then we've got the San Diego Holiday Bowl. The Holiday Bowl is UCLA versus NC State. I could see this one going either way. I think I'm going to go with NC State, but I could really see it go anyway. I mean, if, what's his bucket, the UCLA quarterback, I can't even remember his name. I hate names. Anyways, if he goes off, then UCLA might win. But I think those are two very close teams. But I'll give it NC State. And then the last bowl game I'm going to predict is the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. That's a fun one. Highlight of the holiday season. West Virginia versus Minnesota. And I think Minnesota will win that one. So, a good string of bowl games there. Other news, it looks like Texas A&M is going to not be able to play in the Gator Bowl against Wake Forest. They've got COVID, so I don't know if they can get a replacement team in there. That would be, yeah, I don't even know. I don't think you can. That game probably just won't be able to be played. I don't know. I don't know what they can do. I mean, I would volunteer USC to go play, get USC in a bowl game, but I don't think that's going to happen. Also, Alabama head coaches have gotten COVID. JT Daniels at Georgia's got COVID. Again, we need to not be testing for COVID. That's the easiest solution to get all these games played and good to go. Other news around the place for USC. It looks like we're getting the Texas A&M offensive line coach. We were going to get the Houston offensive line coach. There was reports that we were getting him, but then no, we're getting an even better one, the Texas A&M one, taking him away from Jimbo Fisher. So he looks like a good hire. We did lose our running back coach to Texas, so but the good thing is that USC does have a good process here. And, with recruiting, and we got another recruit. There's another one for the next year that's going to sign on Christmas Eve or commit on Christmas Eve. And I think he'll come to USC. His brother just committed to USC for this season. So I think there's a good chance that he'll come to USC as well. But it's so hard to tell what the roster is even going to be like right now, because it really looks like Lincoln Riley is wanting to build through the transfer portal and only get guys that he thinks. I mean, he doesn't want bodies. He wants guys that he thinks he can, you know, win a national championship with, which I think is great. So, yeah, it should be fun. Looking for the schedule's out, very favorable to USC. They open with Rice, then Stanford, then Fresno State, and then going on. So a very, I mean, it sets up real well for them. Yeah, it's hard to predict right now how they'll do because we don't know what their team will look like. So predictions will have to come later. And how fast will it take to implement the entire new system and stuff? There was, I'll finish with this. There was a Pro Football Focus. I think that's the group. They rated the USC offensive line as the number one rated offensive line in the country. The USC's offensive line was better than they've been in the past couple of years, but I don't think whatever algorithm they were using to to make that ranking, they need to fix it because USC was um they were, I wouldn't say they were good. I'd say they were okay. They were mediocre. They weren't bad. I don't think like the previous few years they were bad. This year they weren't good. They didn't dominate anyone. They couldn't, but they didn't always get beat. But so I don't know what metric they were using. Pretty ridiculous. Anyways, we'll watch more bowl games. We'll, you know, watch college basketball. No one cares about the NBA, so you don't have to worry about that. And hockey's out, so you don't have to worry about that. The NFL is in the full swing. We'll see who makes it into the playoffs there, and then we'll start worrying more about that. But have a Merry Christmas and have it so good.